Oh yeah. So update number three from being in Turkey to get my teeth done. So since I last spoke to you, I had the plastics in. I was told I would have the day off after, spend a bit of time in the sun, and also I wasn't 100% happy with the colour. So just an update from there. So after I queried the colour, I went on to the messaging system that they use, WhatsApp. There's two or three. There's like one for the travel, and you get one with like your agent, and basically asks to hopefully lower the colour. Um, I got a message back quite quickly to say they'll consider it in the morning. It was quite late in the day, and then the following day, on what would have been my day off, I got asked to go back, which wasn't an issue really, because obviously the most important thing is you get your teeth right. So I went back the following day. Had some more pictures and that taken. Managed to speak to the dentist, and she'd had some pictures prepared on her phone. Instead of showing you like the actual teeth on the little spike that you put up, she'd gone through quite a few, and there were actual pictures that people had done. So the BL3, which is the one I originally chose, was a little bit bright. Also, within that time, I seen quite a few people at the hotel, and you sort of get chatting to people, didn't you? And it's asked quite a lot. I'm thinking they're too bright for what I wanted. So luckily, I managed to drop to the BL4. So it's the last one in the bleach. They're still a bit white, to be honest, but not to the point where you open your mouth and it's lighting the sky up. I did get to meet a young lad who just went for the normal B, so out of the bleach. And they look really good as well, actually. Probably more natural than my ones. But it's one of those things where you're under a little bit of pressure. Obviously, they can't sit there all day and let you choose. So one of my top tips for coming out here is have a good idea of what you want before you come. If you're sitting on the fence, it's not ideal. It's not ideal, and I got a bit lucky. So yeah, had that. Come back to the hotel, had a day around the pool, lovely bit of weather. Still had the plastic teeth in, the second version, excuse me, but they were right actually. They're you can get by. You can get by. You can eat. You can drink. They're not bad at all. I went to the gym, so they're not too bad. So I had today, and then I got the text message to return yesterday at 2:30. So went back. Quite a lot of waiting around yesterday, and again, this is. I don't want it to seem negative towards Dentacare and the dentist, because it's not. But it was literally just waiting for the teeth to turn up. They've got their own sort of, I guess it's a lab, their own place next door. So they're obviously all sent across. So it's just a fair bit of sitting around and waiting. So same as before, really. Just make sure you've got something to occupy yourself. Now I'm absolutely fine listening to a bit of music, and it's quite nice weather, so you can sit out on the benches out the front. Got the guy in the cafe to make me a caramel latte, which is really nice. So pass a bit of time. So yeah, get called up, go into your fitting, which is weird. Which is weird. It's they take your plastic teeth out, and then they start to put what is your new teeth in. Now it's strange because obviously they don't want to fix them down straight away, so you sort of get a try before you buy type scenario. They put them all in, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. I won't say painful. And the only way I can describe it is if when you do your put your dishwasher away and your glasses away, if you like stack a glass in another one, no, they get sort of like a little bit tight, a little bit of grip. That's what it feels like. But obviously, what they're doing is they're putting it onto your stump and pulling it off, and they're doing it quite a bit, and then sort of making running repairs as they go with like a polisher. So if it's not quite fitting properly, and obviously your stumps are quite sensitive, so a little bit uncomfortable, but not too bad, not too bad. So unfortunately, with mine, the dentist wasn't 100% happy. She didn't really say too much why, but just said we're going to send them back to the lab just to make some slight adjustments, which was absolutely fine. I mean, you want them right, don't you? You don't want to get sent off. So I had to wait another 2 hours, which not really ideal. My phone battery was running out. So I just went for a walk. There's not much round really. It does seem to be in like a residential area, so there's a few cafes and you can go and get something to eat and a few shops, and obviously you can go and sit out in the sun. So I thought I'd have a little walk, killed an hour, back into the Dentacay cafe, another caramel latte, took the risk on the old belly, but it was fine. And then just waiting around to go in. So went back in, second fitting with the teeth. You get to have a look, and then once you're happy and the dentist's happy that they all fit all right, the cement goes in and you start to get your teeth pushed on. Now obviously they need to give them a little bit of welly, so you do get pulled around a little bit, but again, compared to what I've been through for the last few days, it's nothing on the grand scheme of things. Again, a little uncomfortable. It's quite sensitive, I'd say, not painful at first. Obviously your stumps have just got all this cement wedged in them and it's pulled right up, as well as you've got the suction thing in and a little bit of water going in. It's not nice, but certainly nothing to worry about. And obviously the end goal is you get to see your teeth. So you sit in the chair for a little while. They do a couple of final checks, and I think I pretty much had my eyes shut for the whole thing, but you can tell they're doing a little bit of flossing and you can taste the cement a little bit, but it's nothing really. And then once the chair comes up, you get given the mirror, have a quick look, and really that's about it. It's obviously something they're doing every single day. It's a big thing for you. It's not really for them. It's just an everyday job. So I don't know if it seemed a little rushed or not, but they check you by it and they go over it quite a lot. And when they're content, obviously you need to be content. So that's really the final bit. The last thing they done was they put this strange sensation, this like really soft thing up to the top of your palate. And what they do is they give you like a retainer or I'm not sure it's a gum shield as such, but a sleep shield. And it's just for the I'm not sure the time, but the first month or so, they suggest putting that in just to stop you grinding your teeth in your sleep where you're not used to it. But mine, because it was quite late in the day, mine wasn't ready yesterday, so I've got to collect that today. I have my final check. But actually, I slept last night. I didn't sleep too great. Just, I don't know, a little bit of anxiety with it all, really. It's obviously, get to my age in life, you've seen your teeth a certain way for so many years, and all of a sudden you've got a totally different smile. I didn't sleep great, but that wasn't through pain or anything like that. So I'll go back today to get my retainer, final check, and that's it. So yeah, it's been a fairly easy experience. Certainly not a holiday. I'm definitely glad I added a couple of days on, because in theory yesterday would have been my last day, so I would have been in the dentist. There's quite a lot of people that have their suitcases and that ready to go, so you literally go from the dentist to the airport. So if there were any issues or concerns, you're running it tight. So game changer for me adding a couple of days on. Unfortunately, it's a little bit overcast today, so not the end of the world. I've got to go back. So yeah, that's it really. Pretty good experience. Can't knock the dentistry really. I mean, you get to speak to and see a lot of people, and everyone smiles. They've looked absolutely amazing, and there's been no gripes on that really. I haven't had many negatives at all from other patients. I guess the only slight negative is, and you can't really put this to them, they're a business at the end of the day, is maybe unorganised is not the right way to do it, but obviously each person in the chair, they can't give an exact amount of time, and things pop up and things happen, and some people might bleed more than others, so you're not on a set time scale, and there is a little bit of the unknown at times. But again, you just got to be patient. You can come all this way to have your teeth done to be badgering the dentist and badgering the agents and the guys to get you in as soon as possible. It's pointless moaning really. However, when you sat there for a while, you do realise that quite a lot of people do. Where that gets them, I don't know, but certainly not the sort of thing that I would be looking to do. I was chatting to a guy yesterday that he hadn't said why, but he'd been to a different dentist before in Turkey, and he said it was really good and seemed a little bit more organised, but there's not as many people in there. However, he did appreciate that it's a business, and see, they're there to make money and pay the bills, and it certainly doesn't seem too busy for me. It's not like you're standing up and there's nowhere to sit or anything like that. So I personally haven't got an issue with it. However, if the previous dentist he was with is that good, why has he then come back out to Turkey and gone to a different one? So I'll question that slightly. So yeah, all in all, I haven't got many gripes with it. Hopefully, I don't need any further work in. Obviously, I've got to have 2 implants that have got to come back. I think 3 to 6 months. But I certainly wouldn't be put off with using Dentacare. I think the dentistry and the work's been absolutely fantastic. And if my friends were thinking about it, I would certainly say do your own homework. Sort of don't take what I say for granted, because different people have different requests, don't they? But I certainly wouldn't be put off by my results. And I'll try and show you close up. So yeah, and I just got the 2 coming in the bottom. So a little bit weird, a little bit different. Back teeth are probably a little bit fatter than what they used to, than what they were before. Obviously, what they do is try and match them to your gums. If you had areas of where your gums were a bit poor, they're just extending them. But you can see the bottom that they're all matched up to my gums, and at the top. So yeah, all in all, can't really knock it, and it's a bit of a strange old feeling, really, looking in the mirror and sleeping and how they feel. And obviously they're never going to feel the same as your normal teeth, but they're not as bad as I thought. It's not as weird as I thought. Obviously slightly lisping at the moment and speaking a little bit different. I'm told that you get used to that. Put them under a bit of a test last night with eating a bit of chicken and that, and other than my wisdom teeth holes, seemed fine. No pain at all, no sensitivity, slight little bit at the front, but they said that will go. So yeah, all in all, not bad at all. And say, my teeth weren't great before. So to get to a point where you can be smiling and a bit confident and just feel a bit better about yourself, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. And like I said, I can't knock Dentacare. It's been first class. Some top tips I would say for people thinking of coming. If you can afford it, certainly look to add a couple of days on for what might be a couple of £100. Game changer for me. Bit crap weather today, so I'll spend a few hours in the gym before I go back for my test. Might go in the spa and that later on, so not the end of the world. Nice day tomorrow before I fly. I think I'm getting picked up about 2:30, so I'll get a few hours in the sun and that before I go home. So yeah, add a few days on. Definitely look at colour charts and stuff and just have an idea. Even if you're Googling what famous people have got, that type of thing, definitely have an idea of what you want. You get a bit of time, like you're not under pressure here, but it certainly would help, in my opinion. It certainly would help to know. I didn't have a clue what I wanted. I just wanted a new set, nice shaped teeth. And the colours, I sort of winged it a little bit, and I'm glad I asked people what they had. And it helped me get to where I chose, which was the BL4s. It wouldn't be a bad idea to know a little bit about what you think you need, because as I said, pretty much everyone I spoke to needed more than what they were told on the original quote. Now, I certainly don't think that's Dentacare chancing their arm and trying to get more money out of people, because at the end of the day, what did I send? About 5 or 6 photos, and you expect them to be able to give you a quote on what you need. I mean, you don't send your MOT centre a picture of your car engine before you get it serviced, do you? So there was a few bits, and like I said on the previous video, I had a few options. I didn't have to have my wisdom teeth out. I decided to. Certainly when they were being done, I questioned that, but I know longer term it's going to be for the best. I didn't have to have the implants, but one of my teeth was wobbling, so the last thing I wanted to do was get home with a brand new smile, and all of a sudden, or in a year's time, I'm having a tooth come out. It's come all this way, really, and although I have to come back for the implant, I'm hoping that's it. So yeah, that's it really. Consider your budget, make sure you've got the money, obviously. I didn't really get much in aftercare when I left, because I'm assuming I'm going to get that today. But it's crack on as normal, I think. Like, brush your teeth as normal, use your mouthwash as normal, your normal oral hygiene. Got recommended to get a water flosser, which I've got at home, so I'll get on that. And really, that's about it. Can't really think of much more to say really to help people out. If I think of anything else, I will do another video. Feel free to comment if anyone wants any advice or anything. I'll do my best. I can only go on obviously my experience. Then probably the last thing to say, and I'm not sure, but what they've said is I've obviously got to come back from the 2 implants, and there is a little bit of an additional cost with that. However, there are several parts of what was the quote that didn't end up happening. So I'm not 100% what the exchange is, but it looks like I'm getting about £600 back, hopefully. So there were 2 root canals I paid for, and I can't say the name of the other one, but they were going to burn a little bit of my gum away, which didn't happen. I'm told that you can either have this back or you can take it off your next treatment. So I'll just do that. So it might mean that when I come out next time, I've got a little bit less to pay. I think next time, although you're told that you need to book your flights and hotel yourself, quite a lot of people have said that the agents can still do it for you, which is probably what I'll do because I'm useless at that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's it. If you've got this far, thanks for watching. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll do my best to answer. And nice one.